What is going on, you guys? Alex Chasen back here with a brand new video. Hopefully you're having a great day, afternoon, or night, wherever you guys are in this world. And you should be having a great day, afternoon, or night because the NBA season is back. It's been a long 133 days without NBA basketball. The preseason doesn't count. Summer League doesn't count. We're talking about the NBA regular season and playoffs. It's been 133 days, and it's finally back. Your love and passion, my sure darn love and passion, the NBA basketball is finally upon us. And we can stop pretending to love the NFL. Don't get me wrong. I love football. I love my Patriots. I don't know how they beat the Buffalo Bills, but they did it. But now I can put most of my focus. I'll keep a little bit of an eye on my Patriots, but I'll keep most of my focus on my love and passion, the NBA, the National Basketball Association. It's back. It's finally back. Let's go. We have not seen even 1 second of NBA regular season action, but I'm going to sit here and give my predictions and my opinions on the 2023-2024 NBA regular season awards. I want to preface it by saying this. These are my opinions. This is my prediction. So if I'm wrong, well, I'm wrong. Who cares? I mean, at the end of the day, who cares? If I'm wrong, this is just what I think coming into the year. But I do want to say this. I had a top 3 and an honorable mention, so really a top 4 for all of these awards. That's what I discussed on my podcast, link in the description. But I forced myself to narrow it down for the video to one guy for each. I even deleted all my other options. I'm just going to give a quick, I don't know why. I feel like that's just giving it away. You didn't see anything, so it was definitely so blurry. But I narrowed it down to one option for each of them. I deleted all my other options. So my top 3, really my top 4 for MVP, everything is gone. I have one guy for all of them, and I'm going to force myself because I like to give, but this guy could win it. Like, I think this guy could win it. This guy has a really good chance. I want to give him an honorable mention, give him some credit. Not today. Nope, the credit is out the window today. One option for each of them. Let's start it off with Clutch Player of the Year. Not the most glamorous award, not the biggest hot commodity at all. We'll get to those in a second. But Clutch Player of the Year. Last year won by De'Aaron Fox. Who do I think is going to win it this year? Give me SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and here's why. The Oklahoma City Thunder won a lot of close games last year. They had almost a 500 record, just a little bit of under 500. This year, I think it's going to be flipped. I think they're going to have a slightly above 500 record. I think their team is going to be amazing this year for what they are and what they're growing and ascending to be. But this year, I can see SGA easily winning this award. Who is taking that final shot in their many, many, many close games this year? It's going to be SGA, and he is going to nail them. He's going to be the Clutch Player of the Year. Moving on to MIP, or Most Improved, give me Jordan Poole. Out of all of the awards, this was the easiest one for me to just pick one and stick with it with my heart. Easiest one by far, and here's why. If you know anything about me, if you've watched my videos since the summer or even within the last month, I have been hating on the Jordan Poole trade to the Wizards in exchange for Chris Paul. I'm not going to dive deep into it for this video. The link will be up top. You can watch the slew of videos I've made talking about the Jordan Poole, Chris Paul, the Warriors, that entire transaction leading up to what it will mean for the future. I've talked about it recently. Even in my Klay Thompson video, it came up. So I'm not going to talk about that right now. Talking about Jordan Poole, he is going to become the next Bradley Beal. He is going to average 28, 30 points per game because he is going to be the number one option in Washington. No hate to Kyle Kuzma, but he cannot create his own shot, space the floor, whatever it may be that Jordan Poole can do. Jordan Poole is shifty. He can create his own shot. He can shoot it from anywhere. And he is going to do that in Washington. The only flaw in his game is efficiency. But efficiency will come when you have the ball in your hands a lot more. He is going to become a star in the NBA. I believe he'll be an all-star this year, and Most Improved is his award to lose, in my opinion. Next up is Mr. Sixth Man of the Year. Last year won by Malcolm Brogdon. Who do I have winning the award this year? Give me the runner-up from last year, Immanuel Quickley. There's major question marks surrounding Malcolm Brogdon. If he can be that sixth man again in Portland, what's his role going to be? Immanuel Quickley is going to take that step up and truly become the league's sixth man. Can he be a starting shooting guard in the NBA? Maybe, but not on this good, very good, in my opinion, Knicks roster. He's going to be their sixth man, and he's going to average 15, 16 points per game like he did last year, if not even better, and that by itself will be enough for sixth man of the year. There are a few other guys I think could win it, but like I said, had to narrow it down to one. I got to stick with one, which is hard for me to do, but I'm sticking with Emmanuel Quickley because the Knicks are going to be good. And when you're a good team, like Malcolm Brogdon was on a good team last year, and you're good off the bench, that just raises your chances to win this award. Give me Emmanuel Quickley. Let's switch gears and head to the bench in the NBA, but not the players on the bench. The coach of the year, the man leading the pack behind the players. Last year was won by Mike Brown of the Sacramento Kings. This year I'm going with Mark Daigneault of the Thunder, and here's why. It could be Mike Malone, it could be Joe Mazzulla, it could be Adrian Griffin, the coaches of some really good, likely really good NBA teams this season. But I don't want to go in that direction. I want to go in the direction of kind of who won the award last year. Mike Brown of the Sacramento Kings. He won it last year, and they were not the best team in the Western Conference. That was the Denver Nuggets. So that's why I don't want to lean with the best teams in the Western Conference. I want to go with a coach who is going to help them lead to a better season, and that's Mark Daigneault of the OKC Thunder. Last year, they were right under 500. This year, I think they can be slightly above 500, around 44, 45, maybe even surprise the world and get 46, 47 wins. I think that's pushing it. I really do think, I think 47 wins is pushing it, but I could see 44 to 46 wins in that range. And in my opinion, that's enough to win Coach of the Year, especially if you're the coach of this young core that's only getting better. That proves that you're a fantastic coach. And I think that's more valuable giving it to a coach like that than a team that's supposed to be good like Boston, Milwaukee, Denver, the Lakers. I think giving it to a coach of the Thunder like Mark Daigneault, if they're better than most people think, I think it's worthy of giving it to him. Rookie of the Year, Victor Wembanyama, Scoot Henderson, Brandon Miller, the Thompson twins, Jarris Walker. Who is going to win Rookie of the Year? Give me Scoot Henderson. Victor Wembanyama is going to be Victor Wembanyama. I got to pinch myself. I said I wasn't going to talk about anyone else, but yeah, Victor Wembanyama, he's going to be Victor Wembanyama. But I got to go with Scoot Henderson. I think he's going to fit perfectly, just like plug in to the Portland Trail Blazers to the point where he could average 20 points per game, 6 assists, a few rebounds. I think 20 points per game might be pushing it because they do have a fantastic deep roster now that won't be a play-in team or anything, but for what they're building towards, that's a fantastic young core that they're going to produce a lot of points from around the ball. So maybe Scoot Henderson won't average 20 points per game, but I think his impact right away will be enough to win Rookie of the Year. To the point where he's going to come in and be like, is this dude a rookie or is this like his 5th year in the league? That's my take on Scoot Henderson. Next up is Defensive Player of the Year, and I'm going to go with Evan Mobley of the Cleveland Cavaliers. He has proved his entire career his paint defense is some of the best in the league. He averaged around 2 blocks per game last year. He's going to do it again this year. If he can just get a little bit more consistent defensively and just a little bit more consistent overall as a player, not only will the Cleveland Cavaliers ascend into a very, very good team again this year, but Evan Mobley will win Defensive Player of the Year. Last but certainly not least, the hottest commodity of them all, the MVP. Give me Nikola Jokic. And that may seem like an easy cop-out answer, but last year in the playoffs and finals, he proved to me he is undoubtedly the greatest player in the league right now. For me, my opinion, my take, I think Jokic should have won the MVP last year. In the moment, I was all in on Joel Embiid. But then watching the playoffs, and I know it's a regular season award, but that definitely impacts your opinions watching the playoffs. Jokic proved to me he should have won 3 MVPs in a row. But he didn't. And now he's back. He's hungry. Reigning champion. He's going to come into this year wanting his MVP trophy back, and I think he's going to do it. My only little concern is the Nuggets bench isn't amazing, but I think Jokic can elevate that team even with a subpar bench. Because yes, you do need a good record to be an MVP, in my opinion. And I think the Nuggets will still be a top 3 seed in the West, of course, but their bench needs a little bit of help. But when it comes to strictly MVP, Jokic is going to elevate whoever is around him. If you can make shots, Jokic is going to find you. And if you make them, his assist numbers only go up. And Jokic is just amazing. He is the most unathletic, amazing basketball player I have ever seen. So with all of that said, that is all I have for you guys today. My 2023-2024 NBA award predictions and opinions. And I had to narrow it down to one. Not very easy for me to do, but I did it. And here it is. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I'll be back very, very soon. But yeah, the NBA season is back. Let's get hyped, ladies and gentlemen. The NBA season is here. And like always, peace out.